Hey guys, we're here today to talk about the new Hobie Pro Angler 17T. We're gonna get this thing out on the water here at Tempe Town Lake. And I brought with me Bob from Southwest Kayaks. Southwest Kayaks is the distributor of Hobie kayaks here in the valley. Bob, what is new about the 2015 Pro Angler line as it is? Because we have the Pro Angler 12, the Pro Angler 14, and now the big 17T. Before we get to this beast of a boat, let's talk about what's new in the Pro Angler line.
Well, the biggest addition to Pro Angler line is the sidebars, which are decagon, 10-sided bars with multiple accessories you can clamp onto them. They're fully adjustable. You can adjust to any length of the boat. Rod mounts, fish finder mounts, tackle bins. Of course, you have to have a cup holder as well. That's a very important thing there. And another big improvement is a tracking skeg. We had a lot of customers complain that because the boat has a relatively flat bottom, except for the tunnel, that it would tend to drift off course. So we have a retractable tracking skeg that is right in front of the rudder, and from point A to point B, it gets you there as straight as an arrow.
Now, speaking of cup holders, that was actually the thing that stopped me from buying the Pro Angler originally. There was no cup holder, but now they have cup holder attachments. I think that's good. Now, the 17T, this, as you can see, is a tandem Hobie Pro Angler. It is 17 feet long, hence the 17, T for tandem. Now, they have done everything for this boat. They have decked it out so it is essentially a bass boat that you don't have a motor you've got to deal with, you don't have gas you have to deal with, you just have the amazing Mirage drive and the Vantage seats. Let's take a look at all of the new features. Standard tackle areas that come standard on all of the Pro Anglers still come on the 2015 models, as well as the 17T. Now you notice just how long this boat is. 17 feet gives you a whole lot of room. They didn't make a lot of adjustments, am I right, Bob, with the Vantage seat itself? The Vantage seat has stayed typically the same, right?
Basically the same. It's been a little redesigned for this boat. It has a higher kickstand so you can get a higher vantage point up in the air. Otherwise, it's pretty much the same as last year's seat.
Now, what I notice along the H-rails here is there's three positions. There's three positions for your rudder control. Do all of these control the rudder?
Yes.
Okay. Now, there's one in the middle that doesn't seem to have a seat. Why is that?
That would be for the solo mode, and we can show you that a little bit later, where you take one of the seats out, leave it in your vehicle or at home, and put a seat right in the middle if you want to go out by yourself. Another feature that's new on all the 2015 Mirage boats across the line is bearings in the Mirage drive. Before we had bushings and there was a little bit of friction. Now we have Delrin ball bearings throughout. So it gives you a lot less effort, a lot less friction. They say it's about 10-15% less effort.
Now what Bob's about to demonstrate for us are all the different seating configurations that can happen on the Hobie Pro Angler 17T. You see here that he's taking the front Vantage seat out and he's already removed the Mirage drive. He's going to turn it around so you can actually see your fishing partner. You can look face to face and have all of this room with you. Here's the great part. As he's putting the Mirage drive in there, understand that even facing in reverse, as you pedal, you're still going to be assisting moving forward. So you're not going to be fighting each other, staying in one spot and spinning around. If you'll notice here, when they're in conversational mode, as Bob pointed out, that you can see each other in all of this room. Think about all of the things that you could have in here. One of the biggest problems with kayak fishing in general is places to put your gear. This has a veritable dance floor here for you to put your gear. And yes, we're going to show you in just a few minutes how stable it is on the water. You can walk from seat to seat. Now what Bob's done here in a matter of seconds is take it from tandem mode to solo mode. If you look, the Vantage seat is now in the central position, and you can see all of the room this would have. You think about the benefits of being solo in a 17-foot fishing kayak. This is what you get. You have about 5 feet of space up here, about 5 feet back there for anything. Coolers, packing gear, fishing gear, anything you need for a solo journey on the water. We've shown you everything that's new with the Hobie line. We've shown you the 17T and all the seat configurations. Now I brought KTAR's Cooper Rummell with me. We're going to take this thing out on the water and see how it performs. As you can see there's plenty of room. Cooper's up there, I'm up here. I can't even smack it. He's so far away. That might be a disadvantage. But this is no problem steering, no problem going straight. The drop skeg keeps this thing going straight as an arrow. It's a lot of boat. It's a lot of stability. Making Cooper scared here. See, he's getting a little worried.
That way!
You can see there's no problem standing up in the boat. Cooper can actually stand up in the boat as well. And it's just completely stable. We can cast, we can move. There's no fear of falling down in this thing. It is literally a bass boat without a motor. It's a 17 feet of kayak that's just going on one-man power. So I have no problem saying that the solo position of these seats would have no problem getting around the lake just on your own. Really no difference at all. What I'm noticing though is the difference in the Mirage drive. The new bearings make this such an amazingly easy pedal. Look at the skeg down, the skeg that keeps you going straight in open water. That thing is dropped, kind of hard to turn this thing. When I pulled it up, easy, just like that, this thing turns just like the other Pro Angler. All right, Cooper, you ready to open this thing up?
What's that mean?
Cooper, you ready to go fast?
Yeah.
Show how we do it. Go for it.